Oh, and another thing, when people want to talk about when I have fought my daughter and stuff like that, man, please. You know what I'm saying? I've always been the mother. And I take responsibility or whatever, but I ain't have my daughter out there doing the shit that she was doing. You have to realize my daughter even was out there being raped. Okay, steady getting in trouble. I'm steady trying to teach her, steady trying to live my life right, steady doing the right thing, steady not getting in trouble, steady trying to find a way, steady just trying to do everything I can, man. I was not out there. I wasn't even on drugs. I wasn't smoking cigarettes. I wasn't smoking weed or none of that shit. Motherfuckers, some fucking hospitals had me on fucking drugs at the time, but even before that, I was trying to pull my daughter out of the streets before she was even motherfucking 14. That shit didn't happen by no motherfucking mistake. People are competitive. And they want to tarnish somebody and destroy somebody's natural body so that they can be the ones to put their people in position. Maybe their daughters or granddaughters or whoever. And you better believe that shit. That's what a lot of this shit is about. They don't give a fuck about me. They want to attack me constantly. That's why they've been saying that nobody is going to want to come and give me children, you know what I'm saying, that have all this stuff and that want me to birth a nation if they find that I'm mentally ill or mentally unstable or crazy or, violently aggressive and all that different shit. Man, these motherfuckers around here, they are a goddamn mess. What you think a motherfucker can't see your violence and see what you doing because you a social worker and you got your cousin them stepping up and take the victory and take the championship home, motherfucker? Please. Man, listen. You go right ahead. But I don't have to be your slave. I don't have to be any of that shit. I'm more concerned about making sure I have some food to eat. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's nothing that I can do. I don't even have the money that I need to actually go out and sit down and eat or whatever. I have a skillet to make hot food, but I can't use it right now. It's not that I don't want to. It's that I can't use right now. I can charge my phone. I can't use my skillet. So much I have to depend on other people. You know, and it's like I have to keep some power for myself. It's a Saturday. My son went to school all week. Did whatever he had to do. He make it. He don't ask for much. Maybe for like, make sure his tablet is charged. Make sure he have a remote. Make sure he have some food to eat. And make sure he have some clothes. Whatever the situation is. Some water, some juice, whatever it is. Whatever he asks for, he makes sure that he have his stuff in particular. I should be able to take my son places, show him different things, just be around him, even if it's just sitting there with him. I cannot do that. Not only that, these motherfuckers want to have supervised visits, and then still, when I did everything that I was supposed to do to even see my son or whatever, they still lied so that I still could not see him. I don't know what the fuck people doing. I don't know what people are on. But all I can do is continue to live my life how I'm supposed to live my life. That's it. You do not motherfucking know the shit. Man, I'm telling you. I started to tell the story the other day when people sit up there and told my daughter, like, you know, your mama husband, and I'm not married now, but your mama husband, that man is, your brother's dad is not your dad. You know what I'm saying? They had this, her dad talking to her, didn't even tell me, didn't even ask me. They sit there and went behind my back and did what the fuck they wanted to do. I would never go to their children and tell their children and get in their children's way and all that. I was the one that was babysitting their children. But motherfuckers sit there and want to take away my child from me and ruin the trust that my child has for me though. Meanwhile, I'm sitting there taking care of everybody's children, doing everything. And they sitting out here want to go behind my back and catch me by surprise and get on some bullshit when a motherfucker sit there and say, oh, Divine took my tablet, my iPad from me. I'm like, what is she doing? Somebody need to use my iPad to watch some movies on it, whatever. So she stole my shit. And they said she down there talking to her dad on it. I said, she not talking to her dad on her tablet. Her dad is at work. On my tablet, her dad is at work. This man was telling her all kinds of stuff about me that was not true, all that shit. And I promise I'm not hating. They all telling her stories and making that girl hate me. And she was doing some of the worst shit. I had to constantly try to find ways of getting help and to manage this girl. And it was nothing because I was in somebody else's house. If you all want to understand what really happened, I didn't know anything else to do. I'm not about to sit up here and let nobody lie on me and put me in jail. I don't give a fuck. Y'all missed that part when you told her that she could fuck around and get fucked up out here. Don't leave that part out. Tell these people that there are consequences and repercussions for their actions at times. There could be repercussions. There could just be consequences. But tell them that somebody might not fucking play along. But yeah, you always gonna come there and save the day with your swoop on police and all you undercover cops and social workers to make sure that they are protected so that they can keep on doing it. Why you think they not doing it? Have y'all ever asked them why they won't do this shit for themselves? Why don't they do it for themselves? I'm out here doing it for myself. Fuck that. All the time. I could go, I could have went to jail. They sit there, you know what I'm saying, talk shit about me. My kids could have been taken how many times? Because this girl was in trouble out here. They already trying to tell me, oh, you gonna get in trouble, you this and that because of the things that your daughter doing. Leaving school and going through all kinds of shit. Motherfuckers was shooting guns and all kind of shit. Somebody call me and tell me my daughter just been shot. I'm like, they must have thought it was me. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't know how that shit affect me and want to talk about that I used to kick my daughter ass. I used to fight my daughter and I was not giving a fuck because this is the thing. I am not about to let this girl just beat my ass. I'm not about to sit up here and let her constantly get me in trouble and ruin my life. And plus I have a whole nother child, a baby that I have to take care of, y'all. Come on, man. This is some bullshit. If she out here and make the choice that she has to make for her own life, then that's on her. Man, y'all only see some of the story, man. Y'all see the side effects or what somebody may have recorded or whatever. But do you really want to know how them motherfuckers sit up there and made that girl hate me to make her love them? How she chose to do her shit. All of them, she was doing wrong and they was doing wrong. All to me, and they all were guilty on their shit. They had a guilty self-esteem or guilty conscience about shit, and they all worked together. Man, 2018 was a motherfucker. I turned around and made sure I found an apartment. I did the shit I had to do. I got into school. I overcame. How many times man, please. That medicine that they had me on was hard too. Pushing through that shit, man. They had me on shit trying to stop my heart. I know the difference. I wasn't on medicine, then I was on medicine. I know the difference. And so you're not about to sit up here and tell me. The shit is terrible. And so she wouldn't be labeled something. I had to even put my child into a mental health hospital because of how she was. And it was like, maybe this is the effects from her being raped and everything. I sit there and cry because my daughter, I had to put my daughter in a mental health hospital. Then the people at the mental health hospital was talking shit about me, went against me. I didn't know. I just said, maybe she needs some medication. I don't know what the fuck to do for the girl. And they sit there and was calling me abusive and saying I was a fucked up mother. Man, ain't no telling what man, they were fighting me everywhere. It was nowhere. There was no stable place that I could possibly go. They sit up there and was fucking up that girl head in the goddamn hospital. And they said, well, can you bring her some clothes? I said, I wanted my daughter, she had said she wanted to be a nurse practitioner. I said she can wear the scrubs that you all have up here so she can get a feel of that. They tried to make it seem like I didn't want to bring the girl close. I did everything I possibly could to get this girl and show her a better way of life. If you all want me to quit as being her mother, fine. Whatever benefits come with that girl, she can keep them. I do not care. You can't keep killing a parent after a parent after a parent, a child after a child after a child after a child, just because you are the enemies of my ancestor. It's gonna come back on your ass, man. You look, I see how many people awake out here saying they not taking that shit no more. We are not our ancestors. Motherfucker, I'm not you know what I'm saying? Like, so many things. Somebody say, I'm my ancestors' wildest dream. The fuck you mean, man? And that don't have to be, I have to be violent. I don't have to ask you what the fuck you mean. Whatever could you possibly be referring to? It takes so much strength in me man, it takes more power to come out of me to say ask you what the fuck do you mean, than ask you, can you please explain to me what you're saying? And I say that, and it's still not good enough for you. Nothing is ever good enough for you. It don't matter. It don't matter what I do. It don't matter what I say. If you want to know some of the story, know the whole motherfucking story. That man told my daughter that I told her, your mama kept you. And I'm not mad at him. This is a whole nother day. If he called me right now and wanted to talk to me on the phone for hours, I listen to him say his shit that he be saying. I don't really talk to him much. And the only time I talk to him is if she call on the fucking three-way. And that's what, every so many months or something. Because I believe that I should be able to hear what he has to say. And he should be able to hear what I have to say. They said, your mama kept you from me, man. You all wanted to be a father, all this different shit. Like, seriously? You had a wife that told me that she did not want to get along. That she did not want me to try to make arrangements to have my daughter come around. I talked to her. You had a wife that showed up to a child support hearing in Kenosha, Wisconsin, and heckled the shit out of me in court. And then the sheriff department and the child support agency attacked me. And I'm like, can y'all ask her to leave? This shit is serious. Why is she steady doing this shit to me? And they like, that's his wife. Like, I was hating. They didn't even know that I was married. I'm not married now. I gotta keep saying that. But she kept going on and on, like hating on me bad, man, during court. And it was like, you know what I'm saying? She making these remarks, bitch, why are you talking to me now? Whoever you are, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're his wife. Fine. You ain't want to talk to me on the phone when I asked him to even talk to you. He wasn't that man was not trying to see that girl. And man, I'm gonna tell you something. That man got out of jail and it was just all kinds of shit. I tried to help him. I took him to the library. I didn't go into the library with him. I dropped him out. I said, I'm gonna go to Walmart. Call me. He left from the library. I couldn't deal with it no more. I said, I'm trying to be here and I'm not going to be your girlfriend, nothing like that. But I take you where you have to go, do the things that you know what I'm saying? And so what? Like I said, it's a lot of fake shit out here anyway. If people gonna have to try harder to understand who really care about them or not, because I'm out here telling so motherfuckers might be pretending, so be careful. But so he leaves the library. His sister and them, mama and them all calling my phone. Why you leave my brother up there at the library? This a man shit older than me. He was born before I was. You know what I'm saying? Why you leave him up there? You bogus. What's wrong with you? It's raining outside. He was at the fucking library. The library, it was still daytime. He didn't have to leave. He wanted me to go in there and show him some shit. I don't know. I told him, I don't know what the fuck. He asked me to show him. I assume he wanted me to go in there. I know why he went in there. And maybe he thought I could have been of some assistance. I'm going to just break it down because that's his business, not mine. No. I bought him soap, all that shit. Gave it to him at his sister's house. Sit there, kicked it. Whatever, all that. I said, you could just call me your sister. Nothing is good enough for these people. I was letting him go, letting my daughter come there. Motherfucker sit there. He calling me on Valentine's Day. I had a broke fucking foot. He calling me all throughout the day. His girlfriend gets mad. He went to the hospital. That motherfuckers took my baby. They were on Birch Road. Took my baby and that bitch, and she put with his sister, put my baby in a trailer while his mama, my daughter's grandmother, was not there. Call the police on me. My dad called me and asked me, the police call and look for me. What am I doing? Something about Divine, all this different stuff. And I get there, the police, Kenosha police arrested me. They were about to take me to jail and charge me with all kinds of shit. If that man mom did not come and say, what is going on, all these police out here? My dad trying to tell them and trying to get the story and all this different shit. She said, no, that's not Jasmine's house. That's her father right there, Mr. Davis. They don't live here. That's my granddaughter. My granddaughter was with her dad, with her father. Bullshit is not about nothing. It's not about anything. It's something to it too, though. Anyway, how you look at it. Them bitches hate on me. His sister was hating because I sang at the cemetery with a teenager had died. That bitch was hating on me. He was singing. Bitch, no. Bitch, you can sing. You should have said something. There's a black man dying out here. A teenager. Bitch, shut the fuck up. You're not coming how I'm coming. You will know to have children with motherfuckers who they family don't even like you at all. None of them. None of them at all. Don't you tell me that I can't do shit and the judge want to bang his motherfucking gavel. You not coming how I'm coming. They're not showing up for me in the way that I show up for myself. They're not doing nothing that I'm doing. Fucking social services coming to my house, stalking me, and then still making fucked up reports, knowing them bitches sit there and hated on me and tried to lie on me to take my daughter from them motherfuckers been trying to take my kids from me. Kenosha. Wisconsin, Department of Motherfucking Children and Families. I promise you, this shit been going on for a while. Shit, I had to call the police one time and I was on 36 and asked for a ride to pick up my daughter from over there because that man's sisters was trying to fight me. I said, y'all ain't not gonna sit up here with my daughter over there with y'all while y'all calling on the phone trying to fight me. Y'all got y'all niece over there. Why y'all not showing her? You know what I'm saying? It was times where I would take my daughter and my daughter would be wearing dresses or whatever. Man, they gonna talk shit about me. Will tell me like, they took my daughter clothes off. Them clothes weren't, they put her on some little tight ass motherfucking shirt. She had to be like motherfucking 5 years old. Holes all in the shoulder up here. Tight all around here. Tight ass. I promise you, it was a one time wear motherfucking outfit for her. Did not send her dresses back, nothing. They fighting with me the same day. I had to call the police on my daughter's dad, their brother. Because he kept calling my motherfucking phone and he was calling all times of night. And then, you know what I'm saying? It's like, you fucking with this nigga? What's happening? And I'm like, no. He's calling in the middle of the night. I want to talk to my daughter in the middle of the night. I don't know how to accept that. And I'm a child. You know what I'm saying? I'm young myself. Like, my idea was, why are you calling that time? Why don't you come and see her? You want to talk to your daughter at 1 o'clock in the morning. If it was now, I'd be like, okay, I'll put her on the phone. But then I was not there. First of all, because I was in my dad's house. You did not call my cell phone. You called my dad's phone. Knowing everybody know, don't be calling my dad's house all times of night on some bullshit. That's his phone. His people supposed to be calling. And if anybody calling that time of night. That's my dad's phone. I had a cell phone. The man I was with had a motherfucking cell phone. And then you could knock on the door. I got out of jail. I'm just gonna put it out here. While motherfuckers say how bad I used to whoop this girl ass. I ain't how bad I whooped her ass. How bad they whooped my ass. How motherfucking bad I didn't let them whoop my ass. I was working at Market Pro. I had an apartment. Okay, I came, you know what I'm saying? My daughter was at a in-home daycare. So I got a ride home from work. Some guys gave me a ride home, picked me up from work. Appreciate it, right? My daughter got dropped off. And as I'm pulling up, some other car pulling up. It's him. He just got out of jail. He has some nice waves in his hair, all this shit. Looked like he was taking care of himself in jail. I don't know. I don't really give a fuck. I'm not lying. I don't give a fuck. So I let him in. I'm wearing glasses. I'm like, looking like, how do you even know? I don't even talk to your mom and them or nothing. They don't fuck with me. All this different shit. Like, I wasn't calling them, asking them for money. I wasn't calling them, asking for babysitters, nothing. Them motherfuckers can braid hair, all that. My daughter out here looking for somebody to do all kinds of shit. She didn't want me to braid her hair, but she have a grandmother that can braid hair. I'm not putting no responsible on nobody, but y'all not about to sit up here and turn me into a trash mother. All these motherfuckers are not being held accountable, but I'm the one because I'm the mother, and I am the mother, and it's all my responsibility. Yes, it is. All of it. So all of it is. So mind your own business. There was an exchange. He pulled my glasses off my face. You wearing glasses now? I don't know how. I don't know. I told him, listen, you have to go because I'm not about to fight with you. He crying for me outside the window. Let me in. It's cold out here, Jasmine. Let me in. Cold. It's cold out here. I thought I gave him a motherfucking hat or some shit out that motherfucking door, out the window. I'm not bullshitting. I was 20 years old, 21 or something. Years of age. I was 21 years old back then, though. Man, I called the police because I could not. Motherfuckers sitting up there talking about, oh, you fucking with these other niggas. No, it's not that. I'm not. I don't want to do this shit. I just got out of high school fighting all the time. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get through this shit, man. What the fuck is wrong with you people? I didn't mind fighting. I fight, but I was not about, no, I'm not doing it. You tore up my daughter pictures, nigga. You didn't want me when you were in jail. You said that was not your baby. Please, come on, tell the truth. You said that baby too light-skinned. I called up to the hospital when my daughter was born. An officer answered. I called up to the jail when my daughter was born. The jails are hospitals, though. Come on now. They're worse, though. I mean, it's the level of this shit that they got going on. It's a big-ass think tank. I called. An officer answered the phone. I said, I'm calling. They were happy. I send message to or whatever. He said, I'll let them know. He told them. They didn't tell me, don't call here, leave a message. They gave them the message. I was never on bullshit with these people, how they trying to say. I have always been professional. He gave some woman my phone number. She called my dad's phone. I answered the phone. She talking shit, whatever. And also, she wants me to build a relationship with her so that, you know what I'm saying, my daughter can grow up with her son. She was not talking correct for me. And also, I asked her, how did you get my phone number, this and that? You know, she wasn't really telling me the information I want to hear. Bitch, no, bye. I'm not talking to you. No. That's his job to do, not mine. You know what I'm saying? Because I know everybody else was bringing their children over there. His niece and nephews were coming over to my dad's house. And you know what I'm saying? But the problem is, I'm not about to fight with you bitches. None of y'all. But Kenosha County have somebody else, a whole nother woman that I never even met, cross-reference on my child support case. Kenosha, Wisconsin is so motherfucking disrespectful. Just that alone can have me being upset with them and so angry until they fix this shit. Straight up, you don't put some other woman child support case cross-referencing on mine. You advertising this bitch. So it shows me you must have put this bitch in his life so that she can step in and y'all can advertise her like she gonna be a replacement for me? Fuck you. Y'all having her to draw attraction from me, who looking for me to direct her, to direct them to her. To make me look less than or something, I don't fucking know. I don't care. I'm putting all this shit out here because motherfuckers steady fighting me. Them child support women stay fighting me constantly over and over again about this man. Them bitches hating me to this day. Talking about, oh, they're going to call him and talk to him. Like, why do they have to call him and talk to him? I'm asking you. Do not tell him that I told you to call him. And you call him. What did you tell him? What did you talk to him about? And they ignore the shit out of me. And wonder one of the reasons why I don't want to talk to them. So, and when you get on a professional level, I don't need that shit at all. You know what I'm saying? Like, seriously, this is constant things where I'm trying to tell my child, I am going into battle as your mother because of being just your mother. And you can't even show me appreciation. Everywhere I turn around, just because your dad is who he is and your mother is who I am, like I'm who I am, your grandfather, whoever, I don't know, because you are who you are. I'm trying here, and don't let them motherfuckers convince you because you want to be popular. You already are popular. You were born popular. You don't gotta do shit else. You already popular. You already popular. You're already popular. Recognize it. Put what I put in. Motherfuckers sit up here and want to clown me and want to go through all this different shit. Constantly over and over again. And then the thing is, when my dad was sick or whatever, I was calling the man trying to interview him. Trying to let him know, like, he didn't even tell me that he had been talking shit or even talking to my daughter. Talking to other motherfuckers, and they didn't even tell me. They like, oh, we don't have to tell you who we talk to. You sure don't? But if you see that, you know what I'm saying? But so that's what I said. It don't matter nothing I do. These people going to continue to be friends with who they want to be friends with. They're going to continue everything that I do. They're going to continue to do that. I don't go and I don't do that to them in any of their situation. I don't treat them that way. But yet and still, they constantly fought me over and over and over again, man. My son, shit, I'm trying to get my car fixed. They sit there and laughing with all kind of poop all up on. I'm like, this is your brother, man. Why you sit here like your brother? It don't matter who keeping him. Why aren't you looking out for your brother? That's your fucking brother, girl. Do you know how special it is for you to have a motherfucking brother? Shit, please, man. This girl got a brother and a dad, man. Come on, man. Y'all on bullshit. Man, listen, I am not playing around constantly. I do what I can. I don't sit out here and mistreat them, y'all. I have to make it. So many people have to go out. They don't even see their family. They go anywhere. They work, and that shit might be violent to their family, where their wives and their husbands have to, or whoever it is, their parents, their children have to be without them, or they have to make different choices. They might not have the food that they have, but they own their house. They're not on you know what I'm saying, food stamp or welfare. Man, please, shit. These are the constant issues over and over and over again that people face. My dad told me, I said, man, that man, he's lying. You know what I'm saying? Like, how could he let my daughter, you know what I'm saying, like, be in this house like this and leave my daughter with that woman like that? He don't got no education, no nothing. You know what I'm saying, y'all? And my dad said, that don't mean nothing. He don't have to have no education. That don't mean nothing. That don't mean nothing. That don't mean anything. And I learned from my dad today. Because just because you don't have somebody else's education don't mean that you are less than. My dad made his own way. And no matter what he was involved in, all the stuff that he did, my dad facilitated through groups and clubs and organizations and led. And you mean to tell me a motherfucker sit there and call the police on me, where I sit there and I was away, not going to my dad's for over a year? Almost every week, almost every day, I was going, doing something. Even if it was sitting outside that mausoleum in my car, listening to music, showing up, whatever I was doing, don't you tell me nothing about who I am, man. But I'm not about to sit up here. Y'all watch whatever y'all want. Hear whatever y'all want. Let people tell you that because of that, she gets to be on bullshit and try to hurt me and whatever. She don't call no motherfucking shots about my life. I'm going to tell you that because she believe that because she saw me taking care of my dad. So she believe that she going to have to take care of me and she want to be disrespectful with me. But like I told her, I said, I ain't never been like that to my parents, but you don't know the whole story about nothing. So you need to watch it, little girl. I ain't no little girl. I'm a grown ass motherfucking woman. Well, you need to watch your grown ass motherfucking woman. You know what I'm saying? Like, you sitting here and letting these women tell you how horrible a menstrual cycle is, and you believe that you got to be like that because of them. But have you ever seen me tell you how horrible a menstrual cycle is? I tried to show my daughter some things about a menstrual cycle. I didn't get to teach her everything, and I'm still learning about different things myself. It's nobody's fault. But y'all quick to monetize everything, man. Because all y'all working. Everybody is trying to find a quest or something. But why can't I? Y'all say, all I'm doing is just shitting out here in cups like a dog. Because all y'all working together and don't know what I'm doing. They all doing it. You know what I'm saying? And it is what it is. Man, please, this shit is real. Nah. I'm not about to play around, man. And when I sit here and I'm spitting and I'm doing that stuff, that's all natural. That's my body steady cycling up the things. How you think some people are like gain weight? Where you think all that, how you think that weight comes out? It's just like sweat. It's just like tears. It's just like all kinds of stuff. Please, I'm not playing. I'm living my life and I'm not sitting here dying and being stopped up for these people. Y'all believe in these books. Y'all choose to work through. And this is what you're doing. I'm not letting you assist me with shit. I'm not dying. That's not my wish. And I'm not doing it and trying to do some elaborate thing because I don't know how to reject. And y'all, oh, well, maybe because, oh, that's why I let them give me drugs and all that shit. People need to understand what this stuff really means. Because not everybody have to die off of drugs. But that's what a lot of these people, and I went to the Department of Children and Families, have never showed me the beauty of them. Department of Health Services right now is still working together, trying to fight me and claim my body and have custody over my body. They're working with the court system and everything. These people have a strong, stiff relationship that is a bond that is not easily motherfucking broken. So I'm going to let you all know that right now, it has constantly been things. These people have did this so that they can try to talk about the statute of limitations so I can't sue them and all that different shit. They work very hard. Yes, they're going to flash a little apartment over somebody. Oh, see, you can, and look at you right back where you first started. But you better now. So don't worry about it. But I'm still this bum ass bitch to her and others. So I'm not about to sit here and let these people control me and destabilize me and do all that shit. I'm going to get there when I get there. And they're not going to be the ones to take it. They're not going to be the ones to get it. I'm telling you, I'm about to live my motherfucking life. Shit. Straight up. I ain't never been out here. And you know what I'm saying? Everybody has a different way that they do things. They don't do it for the good. They do it for expecting some shit. Messy. So when a motherfucker say, oh, you used to fight your daughter or whatever. No, and I can tell you, also, my daughter need to learn this shit because a motherfucker get out there and whoop your ass or whatever. But also, this is the thing. You're not going to be on no bullshit with me thinking you about to be on some bullshit with me, pushing me around or doing whatever the fuck you're going to do. No, you're not. But also, I know my motherfucking rights as well. That I can't discipline my child. That I can't teach and protect my child and culturalize my child and let her know. It ain't no spare the rod, spoil the child because I don't know what that fucking means. But I'm just letting you know. My child wasn't about to be out here being a sacrifice for nobody. And I was not allowing that shit. You have to understand that was some real dangerous shit. And it was out here, and it was not only that, it was constant bullshit behind my back. Social workers going all up into her room, showing up to the house when I'm not there, or talking to her, calling my daughter on the cell phone that I'm paying the bill for, or whatever. Trying to get her to, you know what I'm saying, create some kind of argument with me so I can get on Facebook and they can record it so that they can take them from me or Chapter 51 me and kill me. Because they're hating on me. They wanted the things that I was involved in. Them bitches were competing with me. And they still are. And I said again, that motherfucking Officer Kenny, something ain't right about that bitch. She's on some bullshit. Now, Julie Ortiz, All them motherfuckers, Chelsea Gold, Michelle Lane, all them bitches flaunting they motherfucking ass around here, Pamela Condos, all them motherfucking bitches swear they, and whoever that other social worker is, her too. She a fake ass bitch too. I already see it through her motherfucking emails. She have not emailed me back. That bitch don't have no concern trying to tell me what the fuck to do. I ain't going for no motherfucking drug test on no green, blue, red, orange, purple, pink, or motherfucking any other goddamn color days. I'm telling you. No, I don't trust this shit at all. I'm not on drugs, bitch. Come with some real shit. Talk about some real shit. And I'm not about to go to nobody and talk to nobody that you want me to talk to. And like I said, and then I tell them, I said, I don't have public aid or nothing. Bitch ain't write me. She did not write me back or nothing yet. So I'm emailing you, telling you. Then she tried to tell me about some consent forms. I asked her what consent form. She didn't even write me back. She does not have any motherfucking care about her job or anything. Then the other people from Family First called me. They're suspicious. She ain't send me an email or nothing. Come on, man. They try to just get everybody to agree. And that's why in that court orders, if I don't agree with what they say, they're going to steal my son. They want me to agree everything with what they said. And yes, I'm upset with my daughter because she sit there and work with them to put harm. And these motherfuckers didn't know what the fuck they getting themselves into. And she going to have the nerve to tell me a couple days ago that because of me, they're going to steal her brother. No, bitch, if they steal your brother, bitch, you remember that you helped them with your bullshit, bitch. Constantly trying to fight me, having boys in and out of my house. People sitting here calling. I'm telling you, them motherfucking attorney from that man that my daughter, that's supposed to have raped my daughter, that had raped my daughter, allegedly raped my daughter. I don't know. They ain't about to come back and sue me. I don't fucking know them. My daughter said that he raped her. That's it. I don't know what the fuck the court's doing because they ass be lying. They literally came to me while I was in jail. They tried to say like they were from the district attorney office or something. They weren't. Them motherfuckers, I'm gonna tell you how they did. They were having a smear campaign against my mother. This man attorney. That's why I know it was an inside job from the government, from them motherfuckers, from some hating ass motherfuckers about my mother. Because he was asking me questions. How did your dad even wind up with your mom? Them bitches probably, they wanted my dad, I'm sure. Yes, it was. I said, I don't know. I don't know how the fuck they got together. Because I was so upset because my mom them has sent me to jail. I'm not lying. My own nephew sit there and made statements and told him that he was a friend of the family. And I'm not mad at my mom and I'm mad at that boy. Said that I had told the neighbor in front of his wife that if he didn't have sex with me, I was going to whoop him. I got a charge for that shit. I ain't never told my mom neighbor to even have sex with me at all. But me being a woman, I can talk to a man however I want to talk to a man. If he talking to me like that, that man, I know good and well that man didn't find, it would have found it wrong for me to speak to him about having sex with him. He probably would have laughed it off or some shit. I did not talk to that man about having sex with him. And I did not tell him that I was going to whoop him. And he was not married to that. I don't know what the man, I'm telling you. That's not what happened. And that boy was not there when I talked to that neighbor. And I had her on Facebook because I wanted to let them know, listen, I don't mean no harm. I don't got nothing against you or nothing. So I don't want no bullshit. I'm not mad at you or anything. It had nothing to do with having sex with him. Straight up. These motherfuckers sit there and get coached and all kinds of shit. And then they want to sit there and they don't want to tell everybody champion these motherfuckers. They don't want to tell the truth, but everybody looking at me. No. What's really happening? Because I've been genuine. Please. There's no way. People would rather walk away from you and teach you and what? That's what I'm saying. I can't just walk away from these people and be absent from them. Then what? I can't block their phone calls like they block mine. I have to be the one that's stable in every situation. For all things possible, even. Shit. I know what I'm talking about. Man, please. These motherfuckers sit up here and just talked about my mom so bad in there, you know what I'm saying, just getting all this information. And then an attorney I have the recording, I gotta get it. I'm upset with my mom too, because they want to know, oh, you got a little money, you laughing, this and that. No, I was tired of fighting with you. I was so, not tired, but I was so upset with fighting y'all. My daughter steady bullying me over and over again. Like, it was constant mess. I cannot sit up in this house and go back to jail. I'm out on bond. I can't be here. That's why I left. But my mom like, oh, okay, you want to keep the children here. You want to keep them in Racine schools, remember? So what am I supposed to do? I'm going to Kenosha. I'm not about to sit around here. Then I was staying at somebody's place, my son's cousin's house. She had a fucking room, sit there. I'm paying money to her, and then buying her clothes, buying her kids' clothes, buying food, buying cigarettes, all this shit, letting her drive my car, and she's still front on me, trying to fight with me. Got her sisters and shit knocking on the door. Man, that shit was stressful than a motherfucker. Man, please. Man, I'm telling you. And then when I get ready to leave, she gonna have nerve to ask me where I'm going. I'm getting the fuck up out your house. I cannot take this. I'm giving these people whatever I could give them. I can't give them my life, though. I'm not lying down my life for nobody. I sit there and I have given and given and given and given money and money and money. Y'all not gonna do me like y'all did my dad. Y'all not gonna do me like y'all do other motherfuckers. I'm not having it. And I'm not saying that my mom is a terrible person. I'm telling you, these motherfuckers been hating on my mom. But I was upset because my mom sitting there, you know what I'm saying, treat me like I was trash, like I'm a bogus. This ain't what you supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. But mom, you don't understand. Y'all done sent me to jail already. I'm out on bond. I can't do nothing else to go back to jail. I never thought I would have to get no more criminal records. I could not take it no more. I could not do it. I could not do it. That attorney was verbally violent against me. That went to get me the money. I had to tell him. I had to beg him for the money. All that shit, man. I had nothing out here. I could not get a job. I could not go get, man, please. I couldn't get unemployment, nothing. And that nigga was sitting there holding on to the money and forced me to settle. Talking about because I had a criminal background, because that didn't have shit to do with it, nigga. You been held in this case when I did not have no case. And that's why I said that attorney was working against me. Them niggas was fighting me. They all together or something. They got to prove that shit because I'm writing again to this judge about it. Chad Kirkman. No, Chad G. Kirkman was an attorney on there. And he said in his record, it said the reason why they dismissed the case was not because of the settlement. So it wasn't like he was bogus like that, but that man, that it wasn't like that judge was bogus. I'm telling you right now, it was that man told me that not to show. I wanted to go to court. He told me that I couldn't even go to court. So I couldn't show up and tell that judge anything. I did not know. So now I'm about to let him know what the fuck been happening in his courtroom, because he has to know. And these are the constant things that happen over and over and over again. I cannot convince anybody, but it's been a whole bunch of suspicious ass shit with this whole situation, man. Telling you, the judge sit up there with the Racine detective and a police officer talking bad about me doing this other man case. That case was not about, I'm gonna tell you something. I'm saying, if I ain't know any better, I wouldn't even believe that man really in jail. I believe that was just a fucking act. I'm not bullshitting. Because they sit there and talked about me and my mama. And then they went and got trying to get dirt on my daughter. They had a smear campaign for 3 generations. They hating like them up. Them white, black people, whoever. Mexicans, oh, don't leave them out. All of them motherfuckers hating. Shit. Y'all, I did not want to be a snitch. I was trying to protect everything. I didn't know what to do. I didn't want nobody saying, oh, you a little girl. You talk too much. I can't trust you. You know, because people don't, it's not like they committing crimes, but they just don't want to have a public life out there like that. People work hard and don't tell them what they had to do to overcome it. And I wanted to be able to have some successful, really, you know what I'm saying, like, growing relationships for a growing up relationship too. I wanted to have some friends that were grown ups. Nah, man, I guess I don't stand a chance right now, but I'm keeping this shit real. Ain't no way these people sitting up there, the attorneys, why are you talking about my mom? What my mom have to do with this? My mom sitting there calling my phone. The one time my children are here. I was working at Taco Bell and Finish Line. Turn off my ringer or something. I wake up to use it back. I look at my phone. My mom called. Where are you? Divine is here. It's cold. She said that she couldn't get back in. Like, why didn't you let her in the house? I'm like, what the fuck is Divine doing outside the house? That boy was supposed to have raped Divine multiple times, and it was some girl involved with it too. Talking about they called the police. They ended up in a parking lot. They were over there in a parking lot near Best Buy over there, near that Speedway over there off of Green Bay Road in Mount Pleasant. But the girl ended up disappearing. You know what I'm saying? Then, some white woman was on, my daughter's social media, talking about, don't tell your mom them because she's gonna send that man to jail. Some random woman that my daughter was talking to that then made friends with my daughter, coaching her online to tell her not to tell what they did. I said, this don't sound right. And this is why they sit up here and they, you know what I'm saying, they get these people. That man has so many attacks, like crimes, like cyber crimes and all that shit on his record. It was a long list of shit that he had on there. But what about who the fuck was that white woman telling my daughter don't tell it from the beginning? When she's seeking out and not telling me. She ran off. She went to the police station on herself. Cause she more worried about what I'm going to say. I was so upset with her. I said, what the fuck is wrong with you? Yes, I'm upset with you. Why you run off like that? Why didn't you tell me? This is serious. Them officers trying to put her, trying to convince me to put her in some group home and all that shit. Man, please, that shit, man, it's a serious problem. She went to my mom, huh? They been trying to take my kids from me, man. You don't understand where I have a daughter and try to make her as pretty as I possibly could. Try to do everything I can. I still was a child. I had her when I was a teenager. 19. And I felt that her dad really didn't give a fuck about me. He knew what he was doing. You know what I'm saying? But then it was like, I don't know. Maybe he okay now. You know what I'm saying? But I'm telling you, when I talk to him on the phone, now I don't know what the fuck. I don't know them people. I don't know any of them. And if she choose to do that, that's her. She has to find her way. Divine has to find her way. I'm finding my way. And that's just how it is. When people get involved in things, not everyone is going to be there to support them. Sometimes it's phases. This shit is, I'm out here and I don't got nobody house that I can go to and say, can I go and be at your house for a little while? Even be in your backyard. Nothing at all. But motherfuckers sitting out here running their mouth and they so cool with my motherfucking daughter. Bitch, you don't give a fuck. Do you see me taking your daughter and telling your daughter how fucked up you are? Bitch, cause I wouldn't do that. That's you growing out that shit. I'm not sitting here telling your children about your bum ass shit. Y'all motherfuckers stay on bullshit. I went out here trying to do the right thing, but everybody sit out here talk about me, and I'm constantly doing what I'm supposed to do. And you know what? It was never, man, I was in a marriage. That man told me from the beginning that he didn't love me, that he didn't want to marry me. And I shouldn't have allowed him to marry me. He's talking about, oh, well, you know, I married you because you were pregnant. I didn't even know I was pregnant. I'm telling you, man, this is just a bullshit. That's why I can't depend on these so-called people to tell me anything about my body and all that. They don't know. But sometimes a man might know or feel a difference or something I don't even fucking know. And this is why they always try to separate and have, especially with a black woman, and so that she can't know about her body and the man can't tell her, the man can't feel it. They on bullshit, but I don't care because someday I'll be okay. But what I'm doing is getting to know my own body. I know my body. And that's all I can say. I know my own body. So y'all sit out here and you better stop trying to, you know what I'm saying, make people believe something fucked up about me. And if you want them to believe anything, have them to believe the reality of how serious it is being a parent. And how serious it is even being a child. Have those conversations or not. I don't care. Play your music. Do anything that you can do. Make it through your situation. But it's getting hard out here with these school districts and some of these clinics, some of those school districts, some of them clinics are keeping parents out of the equation. That's a fucked up situation to be in, man. They don't want the parents to have shit to say about the education. You send your child to a public place, you send them to somebody else, then you gotta set the fucking rules to come along with it. But I'm not fucking playing with these people. I do not care. I don't have any respect for them at all, man. They don't give a fuck about me, and I don't give a fuck that they don't give a fuck about me. I'm telling you. I'm glad they don't give a fuck about. Please don't give a fuck about me. Straight up, you're not the ones I want to give a fuck about me. This is a serious situation out here. And it matters. And so many people are getting involved and not knowing what is being implanted in their bodies, what is being done, and it's causing such problem. You don't know. You letting people convince you to do some shit until it comes back on you, and then you're in trouble. And then what? Now you didn't ram me away, and you say, I cannot do it. All of the shit that this girl has did behind my back, and she can't, it seems like she can't forgive herself, so she's steady being mean to me because she think I'm holding that against. I'm ignoring this shit, really. But I don't have to keep ignoring it. I don't have to keep ignoring the present stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't have to ignore the current things because I understand. And I used to sing this song. Your grace and mercy brought me through. I'm living this moment because of you. I want to tell you, or I want to thank you and praise you too, 'cause your grace and mercy brought me through. And that's just a general thing. I sang this song to my mother before. I have sing this song to my father before. I have just been there constantly just to show appreciation even to myself, even when I believed in other things, but I've never did it to say that anything was any better than me. I play these songs around my children, and I seen a whole different definition and meaning. And for me to even understand what some of this stuff mean when I'm sitting here soberly looking at it from a different angle, I cannot change that. My child won't accept that this changed. Why did you tell me this? Why did you do this? I did not know. I just knew what society was doing. My parents didn't tell me that I had to do this shit. I picked up on it on my own. And so these are the things that happens. And nobody is going to accept the consequences of having to change someone's path in life and it causes a fatality or anything like that. My brother was murdered when he was only 21 years old. So I'm not about to sit out here and keep letting this shit happen constantly over and over again. You know what? I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to keep this shit real. I was coming back from a funeral of my dad's sister in the car. And you know what? I get a phone call on the way back from a funeral from my dad's side that my nephew was shot up. Come on, man. This is the shit that they do. You know what I'm saying? That I have to endure time and time again. Turn around, go right back to another funeral. Turn around and do this shit. And this is life out here. And you know, it ain't nobody can not take it. It ain't can't grieve, can't have bereavement, ain't nothing benevolent about this shit. And that's okay. Man, I'm living my own life. And that's all I can do. And I'm not here to play around. I'm not here to mess around. All I'm here to do is just live my own life. But I'm telling you, that shit ain't easy. And I shouldn't have to. It's a whole different nephew I'm talking about. But what I'm telling you is, I hold in a lot, and I have to sit here from a leadership position, not just some normal kind of aunt. You know what I'm saying? Somebody that sit there and saw that. You know what I'm saying? I cannot be a male role model, but I can give you masculine energy. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could not possibly understand. And a lot of people want to compete with me, but you know what I'm saying? No, thank you. You can do whatever you want. You can raise your children up that way. You go right ahead and do it. And it's nothing I can do because I won't take your life from you. I cannot. I have to sit here and watch it. And then if I smile, if I can clap my hands about it, I'll go right ahead. But you go right ahead. You go ahead and you live your life. You live your life. And that's all I can fucking say. Because what else can I do? I have not sit here and mimic nobody's life and try to go up there and sometimes say, oh, I don't know if that couple looks the cutest together, and I had to shake that shit off. But I don't say, man, you know, I can't, hey, I'm not going to go to them and tear them apart and rip them apart. But that's what a lot of people used to seeing, and that's just not me. People are trying to come up to me and tear me apart and rip me apart. So this pretty much, you know, just a comment that I want to talk about and what I want to say right now. I'm kind of hungry. I got some potato chips and some things, but it's not really what I really want. I want to eat some hot food. I don't have a whole bunch of money right now, man. Can't just call and order some random pizza or nothing like that. And so I'm proud of myself. I'm not a cheat. I'm not easy. You know what I'm saying? I get to explore and find things that are further out, that I get to make a path for my life. And so, but even if, I mean, there's all kinds of things out here, but I'm fine. I got some oatmeal. I don't want to keep on putting all that sugar and stuff on that. I mean, it's cane sugar, but it ain't. I ain't trying to It ain't like it's. I'm not really interested in that all that much either. Not trying to really do that. But I don't know. I mean, I just try to give. And then it was like even my daughter was so upset because I would try to have her wear dresses. Oh, she don't want to wear dresses. She want to wear pants. She want to play. Okay, that's fine. You don't have to wear dresses. But and it was like she would be so awful toward me, and I'm just like, why do you want to be around me? Like you don't understand the things that I have to go through. Like it was times where I would just feed her, and then she would tell my dad like, you know, like go to my dad's house and go with him out to eat. All you gotta do is say, Mom, I'll go with my granddad. Don't go to my dad and tell my dad that you ain't eat at home. And then my dad look at me some type of way. But I know he knew better than that. But there was just some things that I didn't understand about her growing up as a child because she grew up with a different thing, even different TV shows and everything else too, different groups of children, whatever they doing, whatever they learning, whatever she just doing. My daughter did this shit on her own at times. She's her own person. But I just wasn't playing that shit. That's just not me. That ain't my groove. That's not my thing or none of that. But that's my child. She was once a child before I gave birth to her. And if a person say I'm a surrogate mother, then that's just how it is. But I'm out here and I'm living my life. I'm Jasmine Renee Davis, but I'm more than just a surrogate mother. I am myself. I'm Jasmine Renee Davis. And I'm out here. I'm Jasmine Renee Davis.